Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome. You are joining me, Will Dragon, as I continue to play Timberborn on our colony. Very poorly named new dam, because there is no dam. There will never be a dam. We left the town of Old Dam, and we just, we had to break away. And this is just what happened. They renamed the town kind of after the old one, but yeah, it didn't really make much sense to anybody really, and I need to as well, for completely no reason, of course, as per always. Just gonna take that out. I think just one level down. One level down will do it. And, yeah, I love it. The tubeways are amazing. So we are continuing to build down here, and what I'm going to go and do now is... Whoa now. Let's control that, shall we? And that's why we have the question of, are you sure? Because what you're doing is mental, mate. And then I'm going to go and give these guys semi-priority, because I've built a lot of stuff, but this, ladies and gentlemen, this is my focus. Yes. Levy. Oh, what did I do? Oh, what did I do? You see what I mean? This is, I'm uncontrollable, folks, I swear. I'm also going to go and then give these guys priority. Just so we can block that back off. They have just got to create a massive hole in my system. So I'm going to leave this open because apparently they're using that way instead of the other way. It's faster, clearly, to go and get this all built. Now, how are we looking down here? Oh, we are actually looking really good. Looks like the whole of the actual aqueduct, and look at that beautiful structure, is built. Whoa! We ended up in our water wheel. And we just need to... This needs to be passed out. Of course, is a priority, so that will open up the path. What I am going to go and do is... Oh! They managed to get underneath as well. Ah! A little bit of a jump. What I'm going to go and do... Right, there's no one here. Let's go and... Just the one this time, please. Thank you. And then let's go and... levy this back up. Let's go and... turn all that to priority. Because then they'll hopefully get all of that nicely built up. Now, we're getting a little bit of backwash. Oh, I lied. We're getting a hell of a lot of backwash. That's bad. That's bad. We are killing everything. We need better outflow. Prioritize all of this, please. Because, yes, all of my beavers are also now going to be getting contaminated, quite frankly. Beavers are unwell. There's 8 of them. And that number is only going to go up. Hopefully they can keep working whilst at least unwell. And, yeah, we need to make some more contamination baths, because things just went horribly wrong. Gonna drop down some levels. Everything's flooded. Well-being. How are we doing? 14 unwell beavers. Oh, we have got so much decontamination to do. Let's... Can we... No, we can't get any up here. Oh, it's... We're plugging the gap. We are plugging the gap. We're semi-solving it. Unwild beavers 15. Hang on, let's go and change this priority to high. Because then my next priority needs to be given to my decontamination pods whilst I still have builders, basically. You, and you. Because we're now on 16 unwild beavers, and so 5 decontamination pods are still going to take quite a bit of work. You know, if we can get this last one built in, because this is technically not a drop-off on the edge of the map, it's just the edge of the map. I think that will help solve things. What are we up to? 19 unwell beavers. Things are not looking good, folks. Things are not looking good. We're going to be having a lot of baths. A whole lot of baths. We need to... look at it, look at it. It's chasing the beavers. It is, yep, as we get these last pieces, as you can see, it's massively improving. Because coming off the map does not count as drop-off. Are we going to stabilize? Are we going to stabilize? Yes, we are stabilizing. We're also drying up really, really quickly. Okay, so we have stabilized. We haven't got much wiggle room. But we have stabilized. Hopefully our decontamination pods are being built. Because they're about to be very much needed. We have 20 unwell beavers. We've now got 5 decontamination pods. Could definitely do with a few more of those. I'm going to quick scan. I don't really have any easy to connect power areas. Now, I've got a power shaft that comes underneath here. Well, that's kind of already plugged in. Let us set up a temporary thing up here. It's really not the greatest location, but at this point, I'd rather just have pods ready to go, because we are about to get a lot of unwell beavers. And we need to just path. This path is also linked up, I believe. Yes, it is. Even though it looks a little bit mental. So I've got this paused because every second counts right now, to be honest. So our monument has just gone and turned itself off. That's fine. Then highest priority. All of this. Beaver is contaminated. 7. 8, 9, 10. They're all turning over. Oh, come on, get the one last piece built. Come on, guys. Get it built, get it built, get it built. Woo! 4 more pods online. All right. So 9 decontamination pods. We're going to end up with 20 unwell beavers to decontaminate. We are looking good in terms of water. I'm going to go and turn 2 of these off. Obviously, the buildings that should be getting hit are, yeah, my builder's huts, which is 12 workers. So, that's all good. This now needs to dry out because we don't actually have access to a big bit of our storage. Luckily, they didn't take gears. Although, I think... Did they take gears? I think they did. They did. So obviously I still have access to my storage. As you can see, they're not the best not the best range for storage. That's because of the horrible pathing things I've had to do. This is all pretty good. You know, it's not bad. But because we're doing a bit of back and forth at the top, this top one is kind of a long way. Go and unpause you. Whenever you get an available worker. And so yeah, and so this is... Now I'm hoping, on a bad tide, we're okay. Now, you could think, hoping? Hoping? Is hoping really the way it should be done? But no, I think we'll be okay. Because, I mean, like I said, we were good with 6 drop-offs. Which is about the same as this. Because this edge of the map, or straight line, because that's what this is, it's not actually a drop-off anymore, is 3 times an edge. So 2 straight lines should equal 6 edges. In perfect theory. However, is that perfect theory going to work properly? I don't know. And what I do want to do then is, because we keep getting a surge when this comes out, because the reason this happens is these are set to 2% and 2%. This is also set to 2%. So I'm going to say that 1%. So this will close on 0% contamination. These will close... Wait, hang on. I may be going the wrong way. These will close on 3% contamination. Hang on. These will close on 3% contamination. Whereas this will open on 1% contamination. Wait, that's the wrong way. Close below 3. So on 2%, this is closed. On 2%, this is open. So that should allow a little bit of leeway, I think. I'm going to go and call that 4%. So on 3% contamination, this opens. On 3% contamination, this is closed. I'm getting so confused here. I wish they wouldn't do this in negatives. Honestly, folks, this drives me insane. I have to figure this out, which is quite confusing in my opinion. And they're doing it in a negative fashion. Like, why? Why are you doing this to me? Right, so, contamination is 0. I'm going to go back to basics. I apologize, folks. Literally, this is the workings out in my head going through. On contamination 0, this is open. At 1%, it stays open. At 2%, it stays open. At 3%, it closes. Right, so at 3%, we have 0 water flow so far. Right. At 0%, this is closed. At 1%, it's closed. And at 2%, it's closed. At 3%, it's currently still closed. So we have a problem at 3%. Right, so I want to drop this down. If I just said... Whoa. 0 doesn't work. 0 does not work. There you go. We bathed the land. Let's try 1% then, shall we? So at 1%. These guys are just set to open, aren't they? Yeah. So at 0%, we flow out here. At 1%, we flow out of both. At 2%, we flow out of both. At 3%, we flow out of here, and this one closes. Okay, I think I've got that. Whoa. Sorry, folks, but that really messes with my head. I wish they wouldn't do it in a negative fashion. Like, what's wrong with saying open above? Like, open above this % contamination. Like, it's the same thing, you know? It doesn't make a difference. What's wrong with using it in a positive fashion? Where things may actually make a little bit of sense. How are we doing over here, by the way? Let's check the rest of our Beaver Society. Oh, look at that. We have managed to mark up this source. Go and detonate all of these. Then let's go and build up these irrigation barriers. And then that will... Ooh, how far does that have? That's go down 2, I think. Use my measuring tool. Yep, 2. And so... Then eventually blow that up. That's being done. Oh, we've gone and... Yep, these 2 can be detonated. That gives them access to these 2. And, oh, we're starting to build this. Fantastic. Oh, it turns out it's actually still faster to come around this way. It's not faster to walk around. Can we still get around here? Yes. Oh, but we might be out of range. Let's make sure. Let's extend that path, and then let's see which direction they start coming from. Looks like the bottom path might still be winning. I'm a little bit surprised at that. But yeah, that's a 64. That's a 91. They're obviously just, yes, they were waiting to be redirected still. It's definitely faster to come this way. That is a little strange. They are genuinely taking the longer way around. A little bit weird. But okay. Hey, whatever makes them happy, you know? Whatever helps these beavers sleep at night. You have gone and replanted everything. You can be paused. How are we looking, by the way? We have 19 contaminated beavers still. Nobody's unwell anymore, but 19 are still contaminated. You bathe, yeah. Unlucky little buggers. You saved the town. You know? You put your lives on the line. You may have been contaminated, but I want you to know that you guys saved the town. We are down to 17 contaminated beavers. That guy just ran off. Namro is, he's back at it. He's back in work. So our contaminated beavers, we are starting to clean them up a little bit. We have 9 pods on the go, and we had about 20 contaminated beavers. This has almost, well, I say almost finally. No, we've got about a third of a brick to go. Sorry, a fifth of a level to go, I should say, not a third of a brick, because not only is a third wrong, a brick makes no sense. And, okay, that's still waiting, that's fine. This has been done. Let's go and blow that up. They're still choosing to walk around this way. Again, rather confused by that. I don't quite understand it. Again, you know, that's 69, that's 92. Oh, there you go. Now they like this way better. That was a little odd, but okay. It definitely still should have been within their range. Anyway, so they're now taking the shorter path. And we'll get that built. And I mean, after that, we do need to... We've got a whole set of power wheels to go and build, but my power supply is doing fine, I think. I mean, let's go and check it. Let's go and check it in the middle of the daytime, when we've actually got our industry up and running. But I believe we... Ooh, we actually don't. Not quite. We do a smidge more power, folks. We are actually on the edge of power production. Yeah, look at that. Down to 10 contaminated beavers. There you go. We've gone and cured half our beavers. The other half are currently in there, except for one poor guy. One just very poor guy. We have 7 injured beavers as well. Poor guys. And how are we looking? Scrap metal's looking really good. I think we're producing that at a good level. Yep, we're producing this at a really nice level as well. And so I'm actually... Go and remove that. We'll keep that set of stairs, because then they can actually come around and collect this rubble. When they've got a spare moment. 9 vacancies that need to be filled. And... yeah, okay, our industry is actually looking good. We're not... well, apart from bad water, but we are pumping. We are going. Nothing's actually looking too bad. Oh, would you look at that? We've gone and built this, which is longer than it needs to be, but never mind. And let's just count this out whilst we're here. 1, 2, jump. 1, 2, 1, 2, Bang. 1, 2, 1, 2. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's right, folks. I can count past 2. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Beautifully fit. No, wait. That's only a gap of 3. That's why. I thought I was off. I was like, it's not going to fit. It fits. I got too excited. Because it turns out I can't actually count to 4. What I am actually going to go and do. Let us... We had a little gap at the beginning, so let's not go... Let's leave an extra gap. Let's spread them out basically a little bit. I can unpause now because I'm not in danger of actually building something I don't want to build. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, so we have a little bit of gap at the beginning, but we've got a bit more gap at the start as well. So we'll go and get all those built. There you go, beautifully coming along. Can we prioritize to pick up those planks, please? And can we also prioritize... Come around and pick up this. How are we doing over here? Beautifully is how we're doing. And then can we also come around and just finish off that. And then as you can see, let's zoom in a little bit more so you can actually see, because it's just turned to the beauty of night. There's no contamination around this bad source, apart from a smidge coming out here, which will be blocked once I go and put that in. And so that has been capped. So apart from the bad water that comes out of here, and the flooding that I occasionally get around to doing, because, you know, hey, what's life without a bit of flooding? We're looking quite good. So yeah, I mean, obviously we've got the surge problem that we do need to work on. But other than that, I'm going to... Just whilst I'm on this... It is closed. It will... I'm going to go and basically set this. Close above a contamination of 2%. Just so I've got the settings all the same. I mean, that should be the same for the one next to it. Let's only hope so. Of course, though, it is at this point closed, because that's where we need it to be. No available space. Oh, don't worry. That's not going to become a problem very, very soon. And so, ladies and gentlemen, it's time, I would say, to start building our next mega project. Well, I say this, but first... That was perfect the first way it was, but never mind. Let's go and spin things around for no reason. Although, wait, no, that end piece is definitely going to be an end piece. Go and join that in that way. And I am just going to go and put in one large water wheel. Because, well, I'm a little bit curious to see the power output. So this is, you know, always ranges around the 400-ish mark, you know, give or take. I'm also interested by the fact that this is fuller than this. I mean, I don't think that this should be limited by any form of drop-off anymore. But it's still interesting how it's a little bit higher. And that actually also scares me, ladies and gentlemen. That does also scare me, because when we get bad tide, I'm genuinely worried that we're going to flood everything again. I don't know if I've got a plan to relieve that. Yeah, there's no plan, folks. There is no plan. I mean, am I going to have to actually turn this into a horseshoe? And have this just for these? You know, this can just be an overflow. I mean, it would definitely lower the power of the wheels coming down this way. But that may have to happen. Okay, so this now has gone up to, yep, a nice... What is this one hitting up? Oh, 1,000 power, ladies and gentlemen. See what I mean? So this has almost 3 times the CMS of these, but these ones are flooding a lot more. And like I said, that does concern me because I'm also not entirely sure why. Because there shouldn't be any drop-off worries, because it's not dropping off anymore, unless it still uses those mechanics. Yeah, which is a little bit worrying. Smidge worrying. Let's go and... I don't know if this will technically... Because I don't know if it's really just going to curl around, but it should make it worse, because it should still fall off these 2 front edges, but it might give myself another edge for it to fall off. Not entirely sure on that one. But we'll see. We'll see. I mean, I haven't really got much else that I think of doing, to be honest with that. Let's see. I mean, what is it? It's almost a plank down. Give it a second to equalize. That's not really done much. That's not done anything at all, to be honest. Yeah, so well, in fact, maybe even made it worse. So we're getting some wobble. We're getting some surge. I think that's not made a difference whatsoever. Okay then. Yeah, okay, that's locked off. So, I mean, worst comes to worst, if I'm worried, I can always just, like, take out a square and then put it back in later if I'm worried that the flood is going to be a problem. Because, I mean, it's not much, but we'll still get power coming through this. Of course, if I built all of these, although I don't really have the logs, to be honest. They do take 70 logs apiece, and my logging industry is still really struggling, which... I don't know, it boggles me a little bit. If I must have set all of this to cutting because it's all been cut. I don't know, am I really using that many logs? I mean, I've got this whole oak area, which is clearly up and running, with 3 people cutting. I've got 3 people cutting this whole oak area as well, which is, again, moving along swimmingly. Although, I say that, I mean, you're a little bit short. You can get most of it, to be fair. Oh, so yeah, so to be fair, no, it should be alright. A few bits that only he can get, but that shouldn't make too much of a difference. But, well, I say it's struggling. It just jumped up by 100 whilst I've been examining it. That's gone and been built. I'm going to leave those stairs there for a little while. Alright. Alright. So, I think it might be time... start the next mega project, basically. I am actually going to go and place these 3. I think I've got enough. 70, 140, 210. Go and place all of these. Because these 5... Now, admittedly, if I had to do an emergency destroying of a block to let out some overflow, these would drop off a little bit. But the point is, I mean, these 5, you know, at the moment, they're going to give me 5,000 power, which is more than my whole system needs. Because, yeah, am I going to have to potentially knock out this 3rd wheel and then build another outlet? Well, that remains to be seen. That remains to be seen. I don't know how I'm going to do on a bad tide. We were okay with the last bad tide. I can tell you that much. But, that doesn't necessarily mean anything. Alright. Now, I'm going to take out that set of... no, wait. I think I need that set of stairs. I do need that set of stairs. Go and pick up that rubble. Go and put the stairs back in. Alright. So, I'm going to go and take out that set of stairs. I do need that set of stairs. I do need that set of stairs. I do need that set of stairs. Go and pick up that rubble. Go and put the stairs back in. Go and pick up that rubble. Go and put the stairs back in. Yeah, I need that set of stairs. I need to be able to get back up here. But never mind. That was a fun exercise. Right, now let's check. How tall is this? Whole thing's at a height of 3? The whole thing's at a height of 3. Okay, then. Which means I need to go and delete that dot. Just build that there. Let's just go and build that there for no reason, folks. For absolutely no reason. 3 power wheels built. I mean, look at it. Look at it. My power output is over doubling. These 3 wheels doing almost as much as these 8. Wait, did I count that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, 9. There you go. So these 5 will do more than this 9. Yeah, we're looking pretty good, everybody. We're looking pretty good. Go and pause these 2. We've got some spare workers, so why not? And let's go and finish off filling up. Although no, we are actually full. Let's not unpause these. In fact, I could probably pause another one. We will probably have to unpause this before very long. But what I have planned is insane. But ladies and gentlemen, if you haven't guessed, I am mildly stalling because I'm probably going to start building this at the beginning of the next episode. That's right, ladies and gentlemen. I'm mildly teasing you. We also do need to get a lot more logs, to be honest, because what I'm about to build... Oh, it's going to take so many logs. So I say that. Actually, no, it's not. No, it's actually not. I'm thinking different things take different things. I am wrong in my head. So it's not going to take very many logs. So I'm, in fact, just teasing you. We have no more contaminated beavers. I'm going to leave these here. Just in case. Until I've seen what this does on a bad tide, where I may then be contaminating another set of 20 beavers, I'm going to go and leave that there. And like I said, yes, we may end up destroying this one and making another outflow if worst comes to worst. It will... these will stay the same. These will definitely decrease. Well, no, these 2 should stay the same. This one will definitely decrease. And these will also decrease, but honestly, with the 2 supplies, you know, the fact that these are about 3 times these, which makes sense. These should, I would expect, to still be producing 600, 700 maybe, if I'm lucky. So, you know, it's all going to be good, because my power output is now a little bit insane. Plus, with the added, then, 6 wheels we'll get down here, I think we'll be okay. I think we'll be okay. I don't really want to build it, if I'm honest. We do have to see what happens, but we are a little bit close. And if even there's a risk of overflow, that I think I am going to lean towards building it. We are also very, very quickly not going to go and build that there. Thank you once again for the jump. Going to go and build that down to there. We're going to go and demolish that. Because it will potentially be, in fact, be in the way of what I'm going to try and plan doing anyway, so... Assuming I need to. But let's just remove it. That random rock that I never got round to. And so, ladies and gentlemen. Let's see how much of this I can build in 5 minutes of the end of this episode. Or do I want to... No, I'm going to tease you, folks. I'm going to tease you. We're just going to... We're going to watch our beautiful beaver town. Just do what our beautiful beaver town does, which is... not too much, actually. We're going to replenish some logs, but we don't overly need logs. But we are also going to replenish some bad water, which we may need. I don't think we're going to need to. I think we're going to be okay for any more dynamite. I'm going to leave the stairs where they are, just in case we do need to... Oh, we definitely need to blow this up, though. Oh, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, ladies and gentlemen, we do need to definitely do some more... Some more work coming up here. And let us... let's go and do all of this. Go and put a path in there. Path in there. What'll eventually be a path in there. I'm going to go and just completely trim this down. Oh, he's not pathed. I have slightly missed off pathing that bit by there. And then I actually need to mark these trees for cutting. As we'll mark you two for cutting as well, because he has access. And I may as well set up that path. Let us make sure these trees don't cause a problem either. And I might have to get rid of that tree as well, I'm pretty sure. Alright, so I think we've delivered all the materials. We actually just now need to go and build all the dynamite and then blow it up. I think this is gonna... although that can be very easily gotten to... Get rid of that one as well, once we blow this up. And do you know what? Let's... Because this will actually make my life a little bit easier in terms of getting to that one lone annoying tree to cut it down. We'll wait for them to come and finish placing this dynamite. Done. Demolish that. Go and detonate that. Put a set of stairs up there. Let's go and remove a set of stairs from here. Yep, that's perfectly fine. It's within range. And did I mark the tree for cutting, though? I did. I didn't mark these two. So those two, please. Boom. Yep, we're all in range. Taking another birch. We've taken out, I think, another birch. So just one dead oak tree to take out. And then that should all be good as well. That does... Wait, what level does that actually put us on? We might actually need to go lower. Hang on. A little bit hard to judge levels sometimes, I feel. Let us... Well, hang on. So this is... just 3 up. We need to be going 1 up. So yeah, no, we are going to definitely have to trim down some more. Because we want to go... We want to start building on this level, basically. Which is the equivalency of this level. So this whole level has to kind of disappear. So in that case... Let's get our dynamite back up. Gonna remove that. Go and, if required, build a path across there. Once again, I do love building paths. I like building horrible paths and then blowing them up. Like, you know, I hate building horrible random paths, but if you go and build them and then you get to blow it up, it's so satisfying. Just so satisfying. So, yeah, I think that puts me on that level, which is where I need to be. That should be all good. And we should actually be able to keep building. Now, you ask yourself, but wait, what about this? That should be fine. Right, folks, what madness am I doing? Right, so the drought ends in 4.1 days. The, we'll have a small smidge, and I really mean a small smidge by this point, of water in the basin. Everywhere is still green, it's still beautiful, it still looks fantastic. And... we're almost ready to blow things up. We're almost ready to blow things up. Now I'm just going to keep a few little random things here. And build a beautiful tubeway. Just in there. I love it how it was faster to not actually use the tubeway. That just appeared there. Yes, that wasn't supposed to be there. That little bit will make it look ugly. Should I destroy this before I go and plant it off? There's a question. Oh, wait, let's blow things up. It's less of a question and more of a bit of fun. Aha, fantastic. And go and remove you. You can be paused and then actually deleted. Beautiful building. And should I go and blow this edge bit off? I think I should. It's now surplus to requirements. Let's go and remove it from the map. All coming down. A beautiful job of building. Right, so obviously, you know, I'm definitely giving clues as to what I'm doing, folks. You know, there's definitely something going on here. But like I said, I'm not going to quite give it away until the next episode. And so, at this point, ladies and gentlemen, until then, now the stream will continue. But for those of you watching us on YouTube afterwards, this is going to be the end of the episode. With my final act of blow it up. And so until then, ladies and gentlemen, I hope you have enjoyed it, and I hope you will continue to come back for the rest of the stream. And so until we do see you again, sorry, the rest of the stream, the next episode, basically. And so until we do see you again, as per always, I hope that you will stay safe, happy, and healthy.